Hello, my little fantasy nerds.
What is
Please
up?
join us for another episode of Dungeon Crawlers, where I once again tried to kill my entire party. So, where we left off, the party has made their way to the city of Steinthorn. They have taken they have chosen a side and chosen to be a offshoot of the Justice's Boon. Basically making themselves almost a spy of some sorts. They've made their way back into the Empire from the city of Jupiter. They've made their way to the city of Steinthorn. After some failed attempts and some poor finagling, they do manage to make their way into the city, leaving behind Morning Kalen on the outskirts of the city as the rain starts. They have made their way into one of the inns for the night and have shacked up all in the one room, looking for an informant, Yarrow, that was told to them by the Lady Elena. They are currently trying to figure out where she is to gather any information that she may or may not have to determine whether or not they can gather the information that they need on the Baron of Steinthorn, Lucian Greymane. As morning comes, the party finds themselves, some a little more accommodated than others. The most of you wake up in a nice, cool
Sorry to
room.
leave you guys out there in the rain.
Yeah. As you find yourself in the inn, it's kind of cramped with all of you guys shoved into one room, but you're all relatively small, so it's not horrible. But Kalen and Morn, you guys come to. You guys are kind of soaking wet. The rain had puddled beneath your bedrolls, and you just kind of find yourself not completely soaked, but a little sopped. As the morning takes you guys, and it's about, I would say, probably like 5:36 in the morning at this point. Oh, and then for visual... Oops. Stop it.
Well, that's Jupiter.
Yeah, right there.
Of
Ooh.
course rhythm's not gonna work. Why?
What the fuck, Rhythm? Damn you!
There it goes.
We in combat?
Well, I picked tense. It's not a relaxed atmosphere, but I mean I can change it.
I'm just used to hearing this when we're in combat in Divinity.
But what would you guys like to do?
Should we maybe think about getting the others into the city today? I'm addressing Kaz.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they can go in the front, because we didn't see them in that book, at least not in the most dangerous section.
Right. But we don't know for sure if they aren't in there.
No, we don't. I mean, I feel like if we weren't in there, then they also would not have been in there.
Well, Ping?
Well, a couple of us were.
No, Ping was in there, remember? They had a
Yeah,
drawing of him with all the hands.
Yeah, so was I, but
Different version of you, though.
yeah.
But still, if Ping was
Well-
in there, there's a good possibility that we're all in there.
Also, I did link the music that you can play for here. That would suit the feel, because it is morning. But what you'll notice, Morn and Kalen, is it's It's morning, but it's almost like perpetually overcast. It's just everything is very dreary, very kind of ominous. There are crops, and there are some crops and whatnot in the field, but it just feels like the land is like continuously dying to a certain extent. It just seems kind of like run down.
Sorry, Ginger, the song won't play.
That's fine. Yeah, turn. There we go. But as you guys come to, it's kind of overcast, and it's not like a hard rain. It's more of a slow mist type deal.
Well,
And you guys would have found yourself at the very first inn, which is about right there. Because you guys chose, I do believe you guys chose
the main gate.
You guys chose the main gate, but you guys chose the lower end of the tavern scale. Like you guys chose
Yes.
kind of a rundown-ish, like you know
No,
what
we
I mean?
didn't.
No, you guys chose the upper scale one.
We did.
So actually, you guys would have had to have walked around the Greymane estate, and that would have brought you to these.
So our compatriots are out here somewhere, though.
Yeah, they're way out there.
Oh, out there. Okay.
Yep. Because remember, they didn't want to be too close to the gate.
Yeah.
So they're out far enough that you guys can see the gate, but not enough where the main gate watchers are actually watching you. Like you guys are kind of far away from the gate, but close enough to like kind of see it in the distance, but not enough where you can see details of any sort.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know what we're gonna do about getting everybody else in, but it might be worth it to see if we can find that Yarrow person, to see if maybe they know of a secret way in, or a safer way to get them in.
If anyone would know, it would probably be her.
Might be our best bet. I mean, I don't think it's safe to chance having them come through those gates and being in that book.
I know. Where do we begin?
Out of character, Ginge, did you ever tell us? Because I didn't have notes about where to find it. Just said Yarrow was a contact. Do we have any information about where?
Nope. You just know she is in Steinthorn. And that's all you know.
Fuck.
Because remember, Elena had lost contact with her about 2 weeks ago.
And that she was working for the Baron.
Yes.
Was it
That's all.
Yarrow or Morrow? I wrote an M.
I think it might have been Morrow.
Oh, I think you're right. I think it was Morrow.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure it was Morrow.
Oh.
But that was the contact within Steinthorn. Elena said they had managed to get her a job working under the Baron somehow, and she had lost contact with her about 2 weeks ago. Like she hasn't sent anything in, she hasn't responded to messages or mail of any kind, or so. That was the last you had heard of that.
What's the layout of the city, race wise? Is it mostly almost all humans? I'm assuming it would be.
Mostly human. Actually, well, are you stepping outside to see? Because when you guys came in, it was very, very late.
Yeah, I mean it's morning, so I want to kind of look, maybe if I have a room at the window or if I have to
You do?
step somewhere. I just want to take a quick glance and see if it's. I'm trying to get an idea of if a half orc would really stand out like a sore thumb.
So you do have a window. Make a perception check. First roll of the night.
Let's see what it is.
Oh, your perception, Kaz, every time.
Got a 5.
Every time.
There's a lot of humans. Lot of humans.
Okay. And we were talking, so we're in a group. I'm Freya and Andre. I'm wondering if I could appear to be a half orc, and we could go to the Baron and say that I'm her brother or a family member, and I just was in town and I wanted to visit her.
Oh.
But I don't know if it's a great idea to walk in there or to walk across town as a half orc. I don't really know what kind of reception we'll get. I mean, presumably, if she was working for the Baron, then the Baron is okay with half orcs. But
Unfortunately, I think I wouldn't be able to do that just because the Baron knows who I am. So I wouldn't. I mean, I think that's a really good plan, but I might have to stay behind, or I don't know. I think that's a really good idea, though.
Right, well, I know you've got history with that place, and I won't make you go back there.
I'm okay
But
with going back there. I just don't think being in the presence of the Baron is necessarily a good idea. But I do think that's an excellent way to maybe find this Morrow person. Just because we know that they work for the Baron, there's a good possibility that they're somewhere in the keep.
Then perhaps maybe Kaz and I should go.
And I can stay back here.
Into the keep?
I think that's a really good
Yeah.
idea.
I'm assuming this thing in the center is the keep, and that's where the Baron would be, right?
Freya, roll. Actually, no, because this is you've lived here long enough to know. You know, not a whole lot of people go in and out of the keep without introductions and basically being escorted. It's a very closed keep. And if you go in and you're not welcome, you're probably not coming back out.
Okay. So rather than saying that's a good plan, I'm going to redact all of that and say, yeah, it's probably not going to work, you guys, because nobody really gets in and out of there unless they have like a summons or they're bringing slaves.
Basically you have to be welcomed by the Greymanes and or the butler, who would be I should have had this all pulled up. Jupiter Toffet.
Maybe not. Maybe that won't work.
Is there a way to sneak in?
Alfonso is the butler, and you know that he pretty much handles everything coming and going into the keep. Like pretty much everything, he has a say. No, he knows. He has been around for a long time. You know that he handles all the summons. He creates the summons for the lords. Very rarely do the lords do anything without his permissions, or without his knowing, because he's included on basically everything. So if and he's really good with faces, so he pretty much recognizes anybody. So if you've ever done him wrong, he'll know. If he's seen you before and you're somebody that is of like whatever, he knows you.
Okay, so to answer, because the other question was, is there a way to sneak in? So obviously I would know a way out, given the circumstances.
Barely. But yes.
So
But But that would have been just from the
You would know.
underground holding area though. Like the cellar area.
Right around here.
So people don't often go into that place, but how often do they come out? Would you happen to know?
Not really at all. Anybody that's in there pretty much resides in there. So there isn't a lot of back and forth. He's very protective.
So you know of 3 things that that basically go in and out: the lords, the butler, the guard. Well, not 3 things, but the guards, and the Obsidian Eye.
Right.
So anyone that's working underneath the Baron may not necessarily leave.
Right. He
Often.
doesn't have a lot of company. Just like we experienced with Zariel, that's not something that really happens here.
Zariel is different. Zariel
Yeah.
has company.
That's why I'm saying this is different than Zariel. Zariel was kind of like, come and meet with me, and whereas
this is a
Lucian's
complete
more
180.
very closed off and protective and
Correct.
secretive.
He's so Zariel is smart in his own way, but he is very much a child in others. The Baron Lucian is smart. You would know all of this, Freya. This is things you can let them know. He is smart. To the public, he is not a god, but he is kind of a savior. This land was not worked. He basically gave it the fruits to bear crops and built Steinthorn from nothing. It was a very small establishment before him. It had always been in his family before, but he built it from nothing and made it into this large city that it is. You know that he is very well liked to the city. He is incredibly well liked. He is incredibly smart, charismatic. He is sadistic behind the scenes that you know of. And he keeps very few friends. Outside of the keep, he is cordial with people and he keeps business contact. But behind closed doors, he does not have parties, he does not invite people in, he does not do things of that nature.
Okay, so I would relay all this information, but just
So there's no possibility of us then catching this Marrow out while she's shopping, is there?
I mean, I don't know who Morrow is. I don't know what role she plays. I don't know if I don't know what she does, so it's really hard to say what she could be doing if she's ever out or if she goes back and forth.
I think we should focus on getting the other 2 in here within the city. Then we can go around town asking people if they've seen a half-orc woman. She should be recognizable, right? People would know if they've seen her.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, because remember, you're back in the Empire.
It's all humans.
It's a very human run environment. There are few dwarves and gnomes. There's a kind of the acceptable races because they look human. They're just small. You know that anything else other than that usually strikes fear and retaliation.
Yeah, okay. Kaz, I think you're right. We might have to just try and find a way to get the other 2 in here.
You having some camera troubles there, Morn?
Yeah, so I can use my cam on any other campaign that I have on Roll20. This one won't detect my cam. I have no idea what's happening. But
Nobody
the
wants to know what
hell?
you look like anyways.
I don't know if it's a setting somewhere, but
Oh no, I'm
Wait, wait, wait.
curious.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
you guys got yours to work. I don't know. That's weird.
yeah.
Maybe you have them blocked or something.
What do you look like?
Wait,
Oh!
it worked.
Oh,
Heyo.
hey,
What's
All
up?
you had to do was talk
What's
about it, and then
up?
you fixed it.
Now I know why he chose a character with a beard, because look at that, he's bald.
Dude, I can't draw
Eh.
anything. Feels bad.
Alright,
feels bad.
so,
That's okay, I should-
um,
This is about all I can get.
Too
Uh,
patchy.
this-
I have too many empty spots.
this gets much longer.
Yeah.
So, and then point of reference, Freya, when you escaped during the night, it was about, I would say it was about here-ish. There's kind of a small cove.
Okay, so there's like a what, a sewer escape kind of thing, or
Something to that extent. Yes.
not like a tunnel, but like a sewer, I don't want piping, something.
Or something.
So I might know a way that we can sneak in, but if we're gonna try and sneak in, we probably all want to be here.
This is when you escaped from the city or from the keep?
Oh wait, Ginge, are you referring to escaping the city or the keep?
The keep.
Okay.
The keep.
Yeah,
So that
we-
could be a way in or out.
When you escaped the city, it was via some of the boats that come in.
Okay.
You basically stowed away and made your way to Port Preval, and then just kind of meandered until you found yourself in Tophet. Or not Tophet.
Vet.
Where? Yes, thank you.
Okay. So, like I said, I know that a way that we can sneak into the keep if that's the route we want to go. But we probably all want to be here. So we either need to find Morrow and see if there's a good way to get everybody inside, or we need to just figure it out on our own and then all look for her together. Or we start asking people if they've seen a half-orc around.
Maybe asking around would be the first step. At least we can, if we don't get any information, we can at least gauge their, their reaction to us asking about someone they probably don't see much.
yeah. Let's head our way to the front gate,
Wondering
and
about
on the way we can stop and talk to some people, maybe in the market, and see if anyone knows anything.
I like that idea. So
So on our
Um,
way to the front gate, we can ask. Is that what you're
That's
saying?
way worse.
What?
Oh, I was just looking to see if I turn the lights off, it'd be any better.
No.
But it's way
Oh.
worse.
rip.
Yep, turn the lights back on. I wasn't sure if that'd make it any better because this screen is pretty friggin' bright. So, but that's alright.
Yeah, you definitely got a lot of lighting on your face.
Yeah,
Got a shiny head.
Shut up, Morn.
I wasn't even talking about that.
No, I finally got my second screen, so I can actually when I'm doing things, I can have everything over here,
Oh,
and I can
I'm so
actually
jealous.
oh, it's real nice. So I can
Oh,
actually
great.
have
My
I can actually have notes up too. When you guys ask questions, I can just go, yes, that's exactly what it says, instead of flipping through my phone trying to find exact moments. So
That's helpful.
yeah, it's real nice. So what are you guys doing?
I think we're heading to the front gate.
I say
Yeah.
we head to the front gate.
Okay, so you guys are
Alright.
heading out of the establishment towards the front gate. Like I said, it's kind of an overcasty day. It's not a full-blown rain. It's a very, very light mist. Enough that if you're outside for 20 minutes, you start to get like semi-damp
Yeah, it's that icky,
So-
misty stuff.
Yeah, and it's just like a continual, just a very light mist.
It's just Houston.
I mean,
Yeah.
Say like Washington or Seattle, which is wet. All
I would
the
say
time.
probably more like Seattle-ish. Yeah, it's just like a continuous like overcast, like twilight. Twilight.
Fuck.
It's just like an overcast, kind of a light drizzly, you know.
Yeah, we want to work our way to the front gate, and then on the way, we want to find a non-intimidating group or maybe individual that we can ask if they've seen a half orc.
Okay, so
Maybe
as you can see,
maybe a homeless person would be a good idea. If we can find one, because like,
Throw them a coin or two. Yeah,
yeah, be like, hey,
you
they're
are
always
in a
outside, right?
Oh, yeah.
you're in a larger city.
worth
so-
mentioning. Before I go out, I'm popping disguise self yet again.
I was
Yes.
just gonna say that. Same
Yep.
thing, not gonna
Yeah.
change a whole lot other than getting rid of the pointy ears, eyes matching, being the same color, kind of
Okay.
rounding out my facial features a little bit.
Somebody needs to change
Yeah.
this music. We need more ominous. It's
Yeah, I was gonna
Really
say
didn't like
it's a
it
little too
before?
happy.
This
You
is not a
didn't
happy
like
town.
it before, what the fuck?
We need some like
I mean, I linked you what I wanted.
And it didn't play! What do you want from
That's
me?
not my fucking. Then find something that's ominous-y.
I'm working on it.
She has one fucking job. She can't even do that.
Lauren, I need your help.
Sorry, I was occupied. I'll
No.
put in
fix
some
it.
music. I'll put in some music.
Otherwise, I'm just gonna link
Okay,
the,
so,
the tense
This whiskey is really,
playlist
really,
again.
really good tonight. Kaz. Yeah.
I had to work till 3 in the morning, so I'm just drinking coffee.
Ugh.
yikes.
I gotta be up in like in 8 hours, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Oh
get my
my
whiskey in
goodness.
now. Yeah, it's gonna be a really crappy day tomorrow.
It's Friday.
All right, so yeah, it is Friday. I have like 30 hours of overtime, so pretty much the moment I finish my stuff tomorrow, we're done. I'm going home. So
There we go.
there
Much
we
better.
go. Yeah,
See, we just
Okay.
needed Morn to pick the music.
there we go. Attaboy. Attaboy. I'll pay you next. No, I won't.
Treb picking the good shit.
What was I saying? Okay, so as you guys make your way outside, it feels like almost like late afternoon, just the way that everything kind of hangs in the air, and the way that just the overall weather and the feel. It just feels late in the day, even though you feel you're waking up and you're energized and ready to go for the day. It gives you that feeling where your body is almost like ready to go to bed already again. Like it should be night. It just there's just something dreary about it. But as you can see from the map, the main thoroughfare is right here in the entrance of the city. And then obviously the living is more in this part of town. And then
you said we were over here.
so the inns / like your main like general store and whatnot are in this area, whereas like your everyday kind of like thrift shopping is more right along
Farmers
the
markets
center.
and shit.
Correct. Is more along this side.
Hmm.
So, and this is kind of like over here is more of the
Like upscale businesses.
thank you. It's more of the upscale part of town. Along with some of the houses on this part of town, the kind of like run down a little bit more, kind of farther away. So
Okay, so we're walking out
towards the main gate.
and towards the main gate. So we're gonna walk towards where like the market, street
So-
market area is.
As you come out of the tavern and you begin to look around, the first thing you notice is obviously the keep. It stands very large and almost like directly in the center of town. And it's not. The picture doesn't do it very well justice, but it almost sits on top of a hill.
Hmm.
So it's raised. So it stands. I mean, it's pretty much everywhere in the city. You can see the full outline of the entire keep. Almost like it's sitting on top of a
Like-
a bluff.
Like the city was built around a little bit of a hill, and the keep sits right on top of it.
Correct. So that's the first
Big
thing you
Brother
notice.
is always watching.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then on top of that, you do notice, like black shapes, kind of walking around the top skirts of this building, and around the bottom of the building, and all of the entrances to the keep are large portico type gates with spikes and bars that are just down, and then there seems to be another set of portico like type spikes that go crisscross this way.
Yikes.
It's a lockdown.
And on the gates, the portico type gates where they meet in the centers, is the gray mane emblem, which Freya, you obviously would know very well because
It's right
Oh.
on me.
yes,
It's in my skin, bitch.
yes. So you would notice that, and then obviously to your right, you notice large groups of people. Large groups of people are shopping in each one of the general stores, and then you can hear the noise and the talk of the main thoroughfare.
All right.
No.
So, do we want to maybe ask some questions on our way to the front?
Yeah. Do I see anyone who looks like they're maybe like a homeless person or just someone else like a beggar?
Make a perception check.
Alright.
Second
shall
roll
do.
of the night. Let's see if we can't beat the 7. Yeah. You notice quite a bit actually. There are a couple of beggars that are close to the keep, and you can see them, kind of like sitting in front of the keep, and they're like hands out. You notice a guard walk by every couple of minutes, and he kind of pokes them with a little butt end of the spear, and they scooch a ways away from the keep, and then they sit down in the middle of the street and begin to keep their hands out. You notice, many people walking along, talking to each other in the street. So yeah, there's plenty to talk to if you wish to. God damn, this whiskey is really, really good tonight.
I'll go up to one
Okay.
of them. There's how many were there? Was it just one of
There's
them?
there's 3 or 4 of them.
Okay, I'll just pick one at random.
Okay.
Go talk.
The closest one is
Yeah, closest one.
one that has like a bunch of scars that run along the cheek. Part of the lip is missing, so you can see he's kind of like sitting like this, and like most of the gum and teeth is exposed, and he's missing like almost all of his teeth.
Jeez.
And he's just hands out right now, and he looks like he's missing from the ankle down the foot.
Ooh. Damn. This guy definitely needs it.
So you walk up to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Ma'am. Can you hold her?
I'll
I have not eaten in 3 days. He holds his hands out towards you.
I'll say, oh well, good sir. Hopefully I can change that for you. And I'll flop. I'll give him 5 gold.
5 gold.
Yeah.
His eyes go wide.
Alright.
He like grabs your hand and like holds you
No.
really, really tight, and he's like
I do have
shaking you.
I do have
And
a
he
question for you.
smells really bad.
I do have a question for you.
Yes. Ask anything.
So, have you ever, by chance, seen or heard of a half-orc coming out of that keep?
His he goes from like really excited to kind of fearful, and his eyes go down immediately. Yes. Just look towards the waters. She's displayed there. No more though. No more. No more. No more. And he kind of like starts to like scooch away, like crawl away.
Um,
Thank you.
Thanks.
Welcome. Thank you. And he stands up and like drags the foot in the mud and like just makes his way away from you quickly. As quickly as something like that can move.
damn, that poor guy.
So what did he say? He
so-
said displayed? Displayed by the water?
Yep.
Yeah, she's dead. She's definitely crucified by the water.
Yeah, he didn't seem like there's like a monument. He wasn't acting like there's a statue or memorial. It's more like that was a touchy subject, but I mean, do we want to go take a look?
It's up
You
to
don't
you.
know. You don't know if it's this person. You just know a
don't,
half orc.
But do we want to check?
I'm fairly confident she was made, and then she was made an example of. We can go look.
Well, just to how can we confirm? We've never seen Morrow before, so we can't even confirm if it's the same one.
If
Unless
there's a
there's
half-orc
like
woman,
there's maybe a nameplate or something, like here lies Morrow crucified for her injustice or something.
Crucified for treason or whatever.
Treason, yeah. I don't know.
I mean, I don't see why we shouldn't at least
It
go
might-
check.
Might not hurt, because then we don't have to waste time looking for
So-
her.
So far, it is the only lead we have. And it's not like we can't canvass the townsfolk a bit more.
all right, let's go
All
check.
right, let's take a quick look.
You're going towards the water looking for this display.
Display.
Yep.
Display, yes.
Okay, are you going to ask, or are you going to just try and find it?
Well, I know where the water is.
I mean, there's a lot of water.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Well,
we
your
just.
your dude pointed though, so can't we go in the direction in which he pointed?
He pointed towards the ocean.
Yeah, but if he didn't point like point the whole length of the ocean. He pointed at a spot.
Yeah. Go ahead and walk towards the spot.
We'll walk
I,
towards
I,
the
and
spot.
I think we just come around this way, the way that we came by our inn.
Mhm.
Come down here and see if we can see any commotion or buzzards or any signs of death.
Yeah, that
Close.
I guess
perhaps.
walk in the direction in which our friend was pointing.
Okay.
See if we can.
Other carrion eaters.
Okay, so you begin to make your way towards the ocean side. Several memories come back to you, Freya. Several harmful memories. Some good, 90% bad.
98% bad.
Yeah, pretty much. Make a perception check.
Oh, Kaz, that's how you do it.
Ooh,
Very nice.
That's how you look at things.
Hey, look, that's 20 whole more than Kaz got.
So right off the right off the bat, you don't see what you're looking for. You don't notice anything along the ocean's edge that draws your attention. But as you kind of begin to give up and just kind of like you're scanning the shoreline and getting irritated, you do in the distance notice like circling of not carrion off the ocean's edge like this, but birds, and it draws your attention. As you begin to make your way
I would be
towards,
pretty concerned if Carrion was flying around in the sky.
yeah, exactly. So you make your way towards right about here. And as you get close to the shoreline, you notice 2 armed guards, just kind of like patrolling the edge, and they're making their, they're not looking at you. They're walking in opposite directions. One's going this way, one's going the other. And as you get close, you look out over the edge of the water, in a long, like Pirates of the Caribbean style, like a long arm is stretched out over the water like a boon, like a tree branch or something like that. And at the
Like
end
a
of
whole
it,
plank of wood kind of thing, or like it's almost like a. I don't know
no, but like a crane, like almost like a crane arm.
that. Okay,
Like it's
gotcha.
just it's straight out, and on the end of it is a dangling rope, and an individual, a light-skinned, female-looking orc, dangling by the neck with her arms tied behind her back, and a ball and chain tied to her feet, keeping her in place. And on her chest, she's stripped completely naked. And on her chest are the words "traitor." And on her head, is the Justice's boon, the emblem, seared into the top of her forehead.
Fuck.
And she's dangling there.
Yeah, it might be safe to say that it's probably her.
Wow.
Oh.
If only you had someone who could speak to dead people.
There's guards
Fuck!
around.
Where's Kaylin?
Shit!
We need Kaylin! We can always bring Kaylin here, though.
But can you get it down without being noticed?
Yeah.
I shouldn't have said anything. I
Maybe
should
at
have.
night.
Yeah, I was gonna say I should see where that one goes.
Can't we just get Kaylin to climb up there? And
just like out on the edge, like I got this guy.
just shouting down at her, like, "What did you see last?" Okay. Well, I mean, without knowing what.
No trouble. No.
Are there's guards close to us?
What are you
They're
planning over
about.
there?
I mean, within talking distance ish from.
Oh
where we
no,
can see
no,
her?
they're about
Oh, okay.
50 to 75 feet now away from you, walking in opposite directions, and neither one of them has looked at you.
We're just looking at it. That doesn't mean anything to them necessarily.
Yeah.
Who knows if they even gave us a second thought?
Shit, I was gonna talk to him.
You can. I mean, you can walk towards them if you want.
Nah, that's all right.
Okay.
I don't know, you guys. I think the fact that, given the affiliation with the particular group that person had, and what's branded on their forehead, they're a orc-like creature. I mean, 1 + 1 = 2.
And 2 + 2 = 3.
7. What? I'm
How
sorry.
much? How much do you guys think it would cost to rent a boat?
I have no idea. We could always
How-
sneak aboard one.
How far out is this thing?
I'd say like 25, 30 feet.
Oh. Is there any way to get up to where the rope is tied?
Climbing out on the arm.
So, here's what I want to do. I want
And-
to rent. I want to rent a boat. First, I want to get Kaylin and Morn. Then I want to rent a boat, take it down through here, and when we get close, sail may not be the right word. Paddle underneath the body, cut it down, take it with us away here, and then have Kaylin resurrect her so that we can talk to her and figure out what happened.
Make a perception roll, Kaz.
Excellent.
Make a perception roll.
Excellent.
That's an excellent plan.
Perfect.
Except that there's
I don't
no
see any
fucking
problems
way
with
that
this.
we're gonna ever get away with that. Let's just bring the boat right up underneath the
Hey!
body. Alright.
Hey! The curse has been broken.
You open your eyes.
So you take like 5 or 6 steps forward and kind of like look over the cliff's edge. It's probably like 250, 300 feet off of the ocean.
Jesus Christ.
Mm.
So it looks like when you look down the shoreline, this looks to be one of the higher points. Kind of it's a you assume this is a place that hasn't been used, or it's been used more than once, and it's usually something that they do to send a message to those that they catch stealing or whatever. So, I mean, it can be done, but it's a little ways out.
You wouldn't be able to cut the rope with the spirit weapon from the boat. One person in the middle of the night could
Nah,
potentially
homie, that
climb
range
out
is
there.
only 60 feet. I ain't cutting that shit.
Wow,
So-
this is quite a plan.
I can climb.
But-
I can climb.
But one person could climb out there, wait till the boat gets underneath, and cut it, and then jump into the water. It's deep water.
Hold on here. I have to. Okay.
Oh wait, jump into the
Uh,
water? Maybe not.
150 feet.
Well, and then get into the boat. Right?
Randy,
I'm right under water.
All of this to do what? Find out that she was killed because they
Oh.
found out she's a traitor?
Okay,
Well,
so
I
No,
guess
okay.
maybe she could tell us something about the Baron. I don't know.
What do you
I
want to
mean, I
know
don't
about
know
the
what she
Baron? I
knows.
can probably tell you.
just to let you know, I just want to let you know, new DM here. 200 feet is 20 d6.
But that's falling on ground. If you dive in the
Nothing.
water, surely it's less.
No, falling 200 feet into water. I'm looking it up right now on
That's
D&D.
nothing.
Yeah, so that, I mean, for Morn, maybe. Rage falling, I mean, maybe.
Ugh,
Yeah.
rage falling.
I mean, with rage, that's 30 hit points. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, so it's 200 feet is 20 d6, and then 250 it'd probably be like another d6, so 21 d6.
Jesus
Fuck.
Christ.
It's a scratch.
Is this scratch?
Just so you know, just so you know. I don't need you guys doing like a critical role season 1, Keyleth jump off of a cliff type deal, goldfishing.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, we don't have the right spells for that.
No.
No.
Lol.
Okay, so I'm gonna say to Kaz and to Henri, whatever we're trying to get out of her, if we're just trying to get information on how to get in or what we need to know about the inside, I can probably provide any of that intel. If there's something specific we need from her, I mean that might be different, but I guess it would depend on what we need from her and if it's actually worth it to try and cut her free.
Yeah, I guess I don't really know what I'm trying to learn from her.
Who knows
I don't
what she
know.
could have been able to tell us.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know what you don't know, right? So,
Yeah.
I mean, I can tell you anything you need to know about the inside of that keep. And how to get inside. Okay, for the most part, I should know pretty much the layout. I mean,
To a degree.
almost fully.
at least as good as her.
Ginge, like 16 years, I think, working that place, I probably know most
Yeah,
of
to a
it.
degree. Things may have changed, though. You don't know. But yes.
Okay. Then let's.
I mean, it might be safe to say that that's probably her, so we don't need to look for her anymore.
I don't think there's any doubt that's her.
So I guess at this point, it's just a matter of getting the others inside, and then we can just get in the keep from there.
Yeah.
I can take us up the drain pipe. We can crawl
Another
through some more
drain pipe.
sewage.
Oh boy. Well, at least we won't be getting shat on by an ogre this time.
Ah, you'd be surprised.
Hopefully.
Maybe a
Hopefully.
dragonborn or two.
I'm not sure if that's worse. Or not.
Alright, I say we head. Time's ticking. on our disguised self, I say we probably head back and try to get back out.
How long does this guy's self work?
I think it's an hour.
1 hour.
Okay.
Yeah, so you should probably.
If it comes down to it, like where it's running down to the wire, I will cast it again.
Yep, I'll let you know. It's getting close.
Same.
You're probably about you're around the 35-40 minute mark.
So how long would it take to walk back to the gate? Do we have enough time?
I would say it's probably a 10 to 15 minute walk.
Okay. Yeah, so time's ticking, so I say just so we have enough time to get there and get out with our disguises, we probably should head out.
Let's walk out the gate, meet up with the other two with don't run, but walk with purpose.
Yep, agreed.
Hey.
Okay. So you guys begin to make your way towards the front gate.
Yes.
Okay. Morning, Kalen. What are you doing? You're a little wet. Your bedroll's a little wet. You're a little more used to this than Kalen.
Yeah, I guess the only thing I wanted to do is as soon as we woke up, I was going to go ask Kalen, do you pray to Shantea every morning? Do you mind if I join you?
Not at all. Go ahead.
You want me to say something?
If you would like, you are not required to.
I wouldn't know what to say. I mean, yeah. Do you thank her? Do you thank her for something? Or do you like?
A prayer doesn't have to be exactly shown with words. As long as it's showing appreciation in some way.
So we can sit here and kind of like meditate.
Yeah, think of it like that.
As you watch as Kalen kind of like gestures towards you, gives you a little smile, and then situates himself so that he's comfortable, crosses his leg, and just kind of like, you just watch him take a deep breath in. He puts his arms around his leg, or on top of his crossed legs, and he just closes his eyes.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt to do the same thing. And then like every 5-10 seconds, open my eyes and see if he's still there.
Okay. every 5 to 10 seconds, he's still there, and his eyes are completely closed, and he looks very somber. One of the times that you close your eyes for just that little bit longer than 10 seconds, kind of towards the end of this meditation, or whatever, you're not really sure what it is. You feel a warm hand brush your shoulder, and the smell of wheat. It feels nice, and you open your eyes quickly and look at Kalen to see what he's doing. And he's just sitting there.
Mother Earth.
I'm gonna give up after about a minute of this.
Okay. Yeah. Right, and this happens like right before that minute.
Okay.
Like right before you give up, you feel that that weird presence, and you kind of you check on Kalen, and you're like, what the fuck are you doing? And you stop, and you're like, yeah, I'm done with this. Kalen sits for a little bit longer than that. And the morning ritual is complete. As you guys kind of start to pack up camp, and get things ready. We can go back to are you guys just waiting for them to come and signal something towards the gate, or are you just?
Yeah, I would imagine we would be trying to not stand out, kind of fit in with people kind of going back and forth along this road or whatever. And also be keeping an eye on the gate to see if we see anything to signal that we should come in.
Okay, make a perception check. Okay. So the only thing you're able to determine is there's no sign for you to come towards the gate, but you do notice not like large crowds of people making their way towards the gate, but you do notice it's pretty busy. There's people coming and going from the gate. You see the guards stopping people. You see like goods being exchanged, and that's about all you're really able to make out from this distance.
So, yeah, I mean, after about 3 hours, I'd probably like ask Kalen, "Hey, do you think we should do anything?"
Well, it's very clear that we can't go inside the city on our own.
Right.
I think the only option is to wait for them.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
So to the other group, you guys are at the front gate. What are you doing?
I would not suggest that we signal for them to come in, just because, again, I would be afraid that they might be, being that Ping was on it, maybe they're in that book, and that wouldn't be good. So I'm under the impression that maybe we should try and sneak in. So I'm probably to Henri and to Kaz gonna be like, we should probably meet up with them and try and sneak in.
Okay. So are you guys making your way out of the city then?
Oh, they needed to AFK.
That's fine. I can see him. Go ahead.
Yeah, quick break.
Yeah.
Yes.
Quick break. Quick break.
BRB.
BRB. Bio break.
Quick break.
Quick bio break. Momentarily.
Make my screen the back here. Hello, stream.
Yes, we have 10 people in here.
Welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming. Just again, a quick little bio break, peoples. So if you need to step away, grab a delicious whiskey or a drink of any kind, please do make do. But if not, I don't know, enjoy it.
Around.
Yeah. If you have any questions, please ask. I don't know. We're just having fun.
Whoop whoop.
God, that whiskey is good. Nom, 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 nom. Taste. When do you think you're gonna have that done by? Enough to
The trailer?
put on the stream? Yeah.
I'd probably have it done by next session.
Baby. I'm excited.
Just like
baby.
little tweaks.
2 nat 20s.
Yeah, whatever.
That's some dangerous diet right
I
there.
don't like it.
And then double nat, and then like double 5s. And then nat 1 at 10. That's disgusting. And another nat 1. Oh baby, I think these dice are cursed. Nope. And then double nat 20s. Cool beans.
Do 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 do.
Hmm?
Hmm?
Mm-hmm. God, I really, 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 really want Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
I know. I'm excited. Doesn't it say it comes out in like November or something?
Does it come out this year?
I thought it was
Yeah.
this year. Yeah.
Dang.
I'll be buying that game.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's right up my my lineage.
Also listening to this song on the trailer over and over again, I'm like, oh my god, I need to
Oh,
play the
yeah.
game. I need to play the game.
Yeah.
Have you played any of Odyssey or Origins?
I own not Odyssey, but I own.
Probably Origins.
Origins is the Egyptian one.
I think I own
Pyramid.
Origins. I didn't play the other one, but up until these, I had played every single Assassin's Creed. I own them all. I absolutely love Assassin's Creed games. My favorites are Assassin's Creed 3. That's actually what got me back into Assassin's Creed, like hardcore. I had kind of fallen off the bandwagon there for a little bit because I didn't like the games like Syndicate and Brotherhood. I thought they were really crappy games. And then I played 3 before that, and then Black Flag. Absolutely loved Black Flag.
Black Flag's the one I want to play.
Oh, it's so good.
Hands down,
So good.
Assassin's Creed 2 is the best.
No.
Hands down.
No.
Hands down.
Nope.
Hands down.
Go smoke some pot or meth somewhere else because that's not the
Fuck
best one.
off. It is the best one.
Nah, cuz. Nah.
Yes.
Nah.
Yes, yes, yes.
I've seen quite a few people say Black Flag's the best one. More people have said Assassin's Creed 2 is the best one.
Yeah.
No.
But so it makes the series fun.
Do you want to die tonight, Morn? Is this how you die?
You already threatened him once,
Yeah, I know. I'll just keep threatening him.
but nothing will happen.
His character. Not him in general, but his
Literally.
character.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Yeah, you literally empty
There's
threats.
plenty of ways to kill a barbarian. There's plenty of ways.
Oh yeah, but you won't. You won't.
You just don't test him. It doesn't matter. It's empty
It's okay.
threats.
It's okay. They are. Every week he posts a new GIF. Time to die.
You're not wrong.
You guys ready to die? Time to die.
I don't know why I enjoy it so much, but it's like I don't
No,
know.
we like it.
I don't honestly want to do it, but like
It's fun to
sometimes,
think
well, not even fun to. No, it's not fun to think about it. I never want you guys to die. If I had it my way, you guys would all live happily ever after the campaign. But I know that eventually it'll come down to a point where, I mean,
we all gonna die.
No. But there's going to be choices. I mean, all of your choices that you guys make in game affect the long-term effects of the game. Like, I'm constantly driving around from work and I'm thinking like, okay, Morn kicked a fucking cat during this session. So 7 sessions from now, is that cat going to be like, was it a immortal god? And now Morn has basically pissed off a fey cat that is actually like the pet of like the god of the fey realm. Like shit like that, like,
Now they're gonna come to haunt him.
Exactly. Like shit like that. Like I'm always like, okay, did he piss something off that he shouldn't have pissed, or did somebody piss somebody off that they shouldn't have pissed, or like for instance, like you guys kind of already have a big enemy. You guys have the Obsidian Eye that's basically hunting you to a degree. I mean, it's a constant threat. You guys have just bamfed around enough that they may not know where you guys are, and you guys don't really know where they are. So for all you know, they could be in fucking Steinthorn right now. They might not be. They might be in the major city, or you guys have made enemies, but you guys have made a lot of friends too. But that's the whole. Yeah.
Well, and at some point you can't go out of your way to
Yes.
save us from making dumb decisions. So you do something stupid that would kill us. You DM gotta do what the DM gotta do.
Well, it's just like Kaz throwing a fireball of certain things, buttholes. So
Yeah, throwing a
that's
fireball at an adult dragon.
That's true. That was
dragons like fire.
I thought so too. I thought it was kind of like a tickle effect.
Yeah, I thought we were just playing it.
Like giving it a belly rub.
Yeah.
That was your
Who's
one.
a good boy?
That was your one, and mostly because Kaz did catch me, like going on my words back and forth. So, because
it was target practice.
New DM, my mouth doesn't do things well sometimes. But either way, everything has a consequence. So you might find right now everything is peachy, hunky dory, but 15 episodes from now, you guys could have like 17 fucking enemies that are trying to kill you guys in the middle of the night. You'll never know. Well, you will know when that night happens. So. Jesus Christ, Ray. How long does it take you to take a pee?
He's taking a nice long dump.
Yeah. He's probably gonna hop on his phone and talk to us while he's in there.
I guess. It wouldn't be the first time.
Like, hey guys! Like, what you doing? Do you really want to know?
Christ.
Mute, please.
Oh, I see a shadow.
Okay, rolling dice again.
Oh.
Jesus God, oh my dice are fucking betraying me.
Ray!
I want to play. It is 10 o'clock. You guys basically have hour and half.
Ray!
I saw a shadow.
I saw a shadow too. I also saw hair hanging or something in front of
It looks like a dog.
Yeah, maybe.
Who's Pale Ale Alex? Hello, Pale.
Also one of my WoW buddies.
Oh, no.
We'll be playing again soon. Ray's just taking a while.
Oh.
Our caster.
Yeah, we'll get back to our regular. Shit happens, though. We're not like... I would say it'd be more of an issue if we were like thousands of people deep. Then I'd be like, hey, yeah, we're playing on Wednesday. Sorry, guys. No matter what. But we have 7, and I'm pretty sure the majority of those peoples is us watching our own stream.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't think there were too many people waiting around yesterday for our stream to come on. Not yet.
Not yet.
You
All in
never
due time.
know.
I'm optimistic.
All in due time.
You never know.
I had to lose the lamplight, so I'll stay off camera. Why, Kaz? Why? Do you have a top knot,
The light,
Kaz?
the light from the computer screen is not enough.
Kaz, do you have a top knot? It looked like you had a top knot.
Ah, sick, a mohawk.
Do you have a mohawk top knot thing? Oh, it's a mohawk. It's not long. No, it's not. I mean, it looks good. I mean, at least you have hair. You have hair.
Yeah, it's never long. It just goes back.
I mean, I'll trade. I'll even trade a little bit of my beard for like just a little bit of this back.
Just the top.
Just a tish.
Yeah, but you can rock the bald look, so. It is
Ray, you got the right shirt on.
I know.
Critical role.
My problem is I don't want a Critical Role shirt. I want like the Grog shirts, but they don't sell them in the shop anymore.
Aw, you could probably find them on like eBay or something.
It's super depressing for me because Grog and Scramlin were like my two favorite characters. Like my favorite characters. Yeah, I don't go on eBay. eBay is for nerds.
Well, you said you fucking want a shirt, so I was trying to help.
Can't hear you, Ray. Ray.
We can't hear you. I guess
God damn it, my mic was fucking muted.
I was gonna say, good thing you had the camera on because we could
We
see you
back.
talking, but could not
Alright.
hear you.
All right.
I was
Ready?
just doing the grog thing.
Yeah, I love Grog. I rewatch all the shit.
ale, then you have a friend in Grog Strongjaw,
Strong jaw. Yeah.
a Goliath of towering height and size.
By far, yeah, him and Scanlan, my two favorite
man.
combination.
I love Travis.
Yeah, amazing.
Travis.
And you know that season 1 of Critical Role was actually Sam Scanlan. That was his very first time playing D&D,
Yeah.
like ever.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like super fucking. You'd never know.
It was a few of their first times playing.
I believe so. Yeah.
Hey Michael, do you know why we have to do the force skip thing? Like, especially because, like, I don't know why I even have to.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
It might.
weird.
It's possible the bot got updated.
I don't like it.
All right. So
FS is 2 less letters than skip.
you guys have made your way
Yeah.
to the front gate. Are you exiting the gate or are you staying inside? What
Okay,
are
I
you
think
doing?
before we took a break, I had said to them, even though I know that we snuck in, it's probably better that we all meet up and try to sneak in as a group, rather than just having them come through the gate and, like, risk them being, one of them being in that book.
Yeah, I think we go out and meet them, and then all come in together.
Okay.
Is that what you were saying?
Yes, that's what I was
Well,
saying.
you know,
I agree.
if let me check out something real quick. 'Cause I believe that if we, put a little more energy into the cast of this guy's self. Let's see. Does it not have a upcast thing? Shit.
You mean to link it in Roll20?
No,
he's looking to upcast it
upcast
to
it, yeah.
to include other people's in the
Additional
disguise.
target.
I thought you could have an additional target, but it doesn't say anything.
I don't
about
believe
that.
so. Not with this guy's self. I don't believe so.
Ah. Balls.
So as you guys make your way towards the front gate, though, you have about 5 minutes before your disguised selves wear off.
We should probably get through. We don't have much time left.
I get through and save it for when we meet back up with them.
Yeah.
So you guys are going through the gate.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys make your way through the gates. The guards look at you. Don't say anything else beyond that. They just kind of they look at you and they take in your appearance, from what you can tell, as you guys begin to walk through the gate into the distance.
They like eye us, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just kind of they're just kind of taking mental notes of who's exiting and who is entering. As you guys get about 350-ish feet from the gate, you guys' disguised selves go down.
Ooh, that was close. And then how far off? How far off were they camping from the gate?
A little ways. So if you guys continue walking along the main road, you'll eventually see them off to the right because they're off the beaten path.
Yeah. Hey, let's go meet up with the boys.
Yeah. All right. So then we'll just meet up with them.
Okay. Takes you guys a little while, a little time, but it's not like like an hour, but it takes you guys like 5-10 minutes, and you guys eventually do find Kaylin and Morn. They are just sitting in a field right now, kind of like on top of a little like a hill that kind of it's sloped on one side, so they're able to crawl up to the top of it to kind of like oversee Steinborn, and they've just kind of taken up position there. You do notice them just basically sitting in the field.
Well, we made it out alive.
Better than we can say for our friend.
Did you find the agent?
Yeah, we found her. She's not part of the living realm anymore.
Yeah.
It means they found out.
That's what it kind of looked like. They probably figured out that she was kind of doing stuff behind their back, and they kind of made a display out of her.
They didn't recognize any of you three, though?
No.
No, but we did see Ping's picture in the book. So, and we didn't.
What book?
The book at the front gate, that where they're checking everybody.
They've got a book of wanted individuals at the gate.
And Ping was in it?
Yeah. Luckily, none of us appeared to be in it or not recognizable enough, but being that we didn't get to see all of them, we don't know if, you or Kaylin maybe might be in it. Hopefully not,
I mean,
but you could be.
what if Ping's in it? Why would only Ping be in it? He was never by himself.
Well, it was the picture they depicted of him was when he was running through Tophet with all the hands. So maybe a lot of people got a good look at him.
So maybe he's wanted for a different reason than just the Obsidian Eyes tracking us.
You could be right. That's a very good possibility, but unfortunately we're not positive. So it would be really bad to risk, especially on an assumption, if we walk through that gate and one of you are in the book. I mean, unless you guys want to chance it, we can. It's just if one of you are in the book, that's not gonna end well.
Yeah, we're not fighting our way out of that one. And unless there's a way for us to sneak in somewhere,
I know of a way to sneak in. It just might be really difficult to get there. We were hoping that this Morrow person, finding her, maybe she would have like another secret way to get in and out of the city. But unfortunately that's not an option anymore.
If Morrow is dead, is our objective then is to kill the Baron? Is that what we're here then for?
I would like that to be the case.
And this whole sneak into a city and kill someone and sneak out, it's not my thing. Well,
I mean, if we want to interrogate him, we can, but he's evil. He's done a lot of bad things to a lot of innocent people.
I agree that he probably should get killed. It's not my skill set. I'm not exactly stealthy, not exactly subtle. Might be the word I'm looking for.
You don't do too bad. It's more Kaylin we have to worry about.
Yeah, he's got that loud armor.
So we don't have to like sneak in the sense of like tiptoeing. We're not going to probably be waltzing through a gate. So Ginge, I would know from sneaking on a boat where these boats go to. Do they kind of just go along the coast? In and
They
out?
go all over. They go out along the coast, and they go to Port Proval. They go down the channel. They go all the way down to McHill, Langdor. They go all the way up over to Canby, Dollar, Vet. They basically keep close to the shoreline. You've never seen them go too far out into the ocean. So
one option would be to utilize a boat just to get into the port side of Steinthorn, and then I know of a way to sneak into the keep from there. Unless you guys want to try chancing it through a gate.
I like the boat idea, but where do we get a boat?
Well, there's boats that run in and out of there all the time, all along the coast. We could always try and sneak onto one, or we can maybe pay somebody to take us there.
So you would go back in and get a boat. We'd meet you along the shore here.
Oh,
I mean,
I didn't think of that. I was just meaning like somebody else just had a boat and we either snuck on it to get in, or bribe somebody to take us in, or I mean that's an option too, somebody going back inside. I don't know.
I mean, I doubt the boats are just stopping outside the city.
Yeah, I didn't think of that. That would be a good idea too, if one of us wanted to try and, I don't know. Ginge, what I know, can you rent boats from Steinthorn, or do they just run in and out of there for marketing purposes?
Run in and out.
Yeah, so
Marketing
there's not.
purposes.
Yeah, so there's not like boat rental. Either way, we're probably gonna have to like steal a boat or bribe somebody.
So, roll an intelligence check to see how much you can recall. Okay. You would know that a lot of them are commerce ships. Commerce ships. A lot of them come and go along the shorelines. A lot of them basically pull into dock, sell their wares, and then leave. They don't really. Every once in a blue moon, they will stop and they'll spend the night in town. They'll dock their boats, and they'll usually shack up in one of the inns, and then that's about it. They might spend a day, maybe two. But they don't take kindly to taking people from Steinthorn or to. And usually when they dock, pretty much the same as the front gates. Yeah, gates. I can't speak tonight. They're usually their appearances, or they're basically checked against the sheets. So they almost have to like check in and then check out when they leave.
Based on what you're saying, then I feel like we almost need to find a smuggler. I mean,
yeah.
Where's Angle when you need him, right?
Yeah. We might need another Angle situation, but
this Angle, wasn't he one of the ones that we were warned about?
No, Angle was the one that took us up the river.
Yeah, that was one of the voices that messed up my voice, like my throat, for a little while.
I know this, but.
Oh wait, Henri was not with us.
Yeah.
Nope. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, Angle was.
Yeah, no, he helped us. He was a ship captain. He brought us up most of the river.
Well, I'm pretty sure that he was in that booklet.
Yeah, he
Not
was.
surprising, he was a smuggler. He was very good at what he did. He had able to sneak people through checkpoints and helped us out quite a bit.
Yeah.
So if he's on the book, that means they're onto him. I don't recall him being suspicious when we met him.
No, so the likelihood of smugglers easily being able to get in and out is not.
Morn, Freya, Kaz, and Kaylin, you guys would know. Yeah, you guys would know Captain Angle as basically not like a diehard Justice's Boon type person, but he kind of has a soft spot for people of that of that nature. Because remember, he was tabaxi. So
Yeah.
he kind of was an outcast himself, but he wasn't looked down on because he didn't spend his main time within the empire. A lot of it was ports. So he would pull into a port and do his business, get drunk, and basically leave. So,
Well, if he's on the list, that means they probably haven't caught him yet.
But that
But
also means
he's
that
not here. That doesn't help us now.
no, and that also means that other smugglers probably would not be taken kindly to. So it might be hard to find somebody to smuggle us in. Just because they're so strict through here. They don't like people coming in and out.
Do we still have horses?
Yes, because we took one with us in. So we still have the 3. We have Bergen, which Morn is hoarding for himself. Now we have Britta and Brutus.
Well, I'm down to sit this one out. I don't think it's worth risking to find out whether or not either Kaylin or I are on the list. And again, assassinations aren't my strong point anyway. I'm not sure how much I just draw attention to us. Fine.
you weren't asked to assassinate. You were asked to gather information. FYI.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a barbarian. I'm a barbarian.
And I have an agenda. Cut the snake where it lies.
I'm just trying to remind you. You guys make your decisions. I'm just here.
I was thinking the exact opposite, and I was gonna say, get on the horses, go to the gate. If they end up trying to take us in, we should fucking book it.
That's another way. I mean, you're on horses. They're not on horses. The guards are not on horses.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Did we?
Bergen, you ready to fly? If need
Did
be.
we bring our other horse with us?
Here. Okay. So here.
Well, not all of us need to be on
No,
horses.
we didn't. Wait.
It could
Wait.
just
We
be.
left all the horses with you guys, right?
No, we
Yeah.
took one with us, so we're not going to be able to take that one back through because they might recognize it. Obviously, we can alter our disguise selves so that we're not as recognizable since we've gone in and out now.
Only Kaylin and I would need to ride a horse, because you
Yeah.
3 can get in regardless. So
Yeah.
I say Kaylin and I ride up on horses, kind of side by side, separate from you guys. Sneak in at a different time, and if they happen to have us in the book, we book it.
Take off.
You take off, and we'll meet you in Kettleness.
Ah, yes, Kettleness. Yes, that's a good plan. Okay. So, in that case, we're definitely going to have to change our disguises up. Because they're not going to probably take kindly to us trying to re-enter again.
Especially so soon after we just left.
Yes, that's not suspicious at all. Alright, let's do that. And then I'm going to actually leave Britta because that is a horse that might be recognizable since we just took it in and out. So I'm going to leave Britta where camp is kind of set up outside. And then they're going to take Bergen and Brutus. And then me, Henri, and Kaz are going to be on foot.
Okay.
It might be better than, or who should go in first? It might be better if you guys go in first. That way you can make sure that they aren't requesting backup at the gate.
And if they decide to, if there are
Lock down.
spellcasters there or someone that tries to get at you guys, then we can deal with them.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Maybe.
So we'll go in first and you guys can just be not super far behind, but enough that we don't look like we're traveling together.
Yeah.
What you doing?
Well, I'm going to use disguise self.
Okay.
I am going
Cool.
to make myself look like a 80-year-old woman. So wrinkles and all.
Damn.
I'm gonna change my hair like white. Probably put it in like a little bun. Eyes are gonna be the same color. No pointed ears. And then I will change my cloak to just look like an old, like a ratty brown cloak. And just probably some simple like farm clothes.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna pick up like just some stick laying around. If I can find a stick somewhere, I imagine I can. Just maybe laying.
You look and you're able to find a
like a
decent
walking
one.
stick.
Yeah, you're able to find one.
Yeah, and then
There's plenty around here. Yeah.
and then I'm going to proceed to kind of hunch myself over and kind of play the part as best I can.
Thank you,
Okay.
Jen.
What?
For
Thanks
demonstrating
for
the hunch
the
over.
visual.
You hunched over when I said I'm gonna hunch over.
I lost my die.
Oh.
I'll also cast Disguise Self at this time, and kind of going off of what she did, but I'm trying to make it look like I'm like this woman's granddaughter. So the family resemblance, but obviously I'm a lot younger.
Okay.
And I'll do my old man form so that we look like
Oh, little family.
like a little elderly couple in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
so cute.
Okay. So we have two elderly people and a granddaughter, possibly, making their way towards the front gate.
Yep.
Okay.
Just probably a few paces in front of our two party members that we're hoping can get in.
Okay, so Kaylin and Morn, you guys are horseback, correct?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you guys make your way towards the front gate. You're immediately
ride on the horse. Wait,
You're
we're not taking a
We're
horse,
not on
are we?
horses, nope.
you're
mind.
immediately stopped by the guards
I'm gonna have my fishing pole out.
with a giant axe strapped to your back.
Oh yeah, ignore that.
Okay.
Wait. Are we going in first?
Was it-
Or...
Yeah,
It's
we're
Kaylin?
going in
I
first.
thought...
No, we're going
Oh
in
yeah,
first.
we can do that. You can do yours first.
Yeah.
So, you guys make your way towards the front gate. You're immediately stopped by the guards. Halt. Business in town.
Oh,
To the two elderly people.
we just need some supplies. We're here to shop and find ourselves some nice produce and maybe some bags of rice.
Mm.
And perhaps you can spare us a card to take it all back. Such a kind young man.
Okay.
I'll kind of pinch his cheeks.
He kind of like lurches back and then looks confused at the mention of rice. And 1 second here. And begins to flip the pages. Hood's back, please.
I'll take my hood back.
Okay. He begins to flip through the pages. Looks down towards Honre. Back again at Kaz. Please enter. And waves you three through.
I fucking hate when you roll the dice.
So let's
Okay.
let's go to like a stand right here, like right inside the gate. Look at whatever they have.
And then kind of occasionally... Oh
Yeah.
yeah, walk through. Thank you, kind young man.
Yes,
Have a good day.
good luck
Come on, Grandma.
finding rice. Okay, and then he stops Morn and Kaylin. Halt. What business do you have here?
Fisherman.
Looks both you guys over.
Well, one of us is.
Heavily
this
armored. Both of you.
imbecile.
Well, one of you. Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
This imbecile let all the fish get away. Had a whole haul, dropped him in the water. Can you believe it?
I cannot make a deception check.
I didn't have to roll a deception check.
Oh!
Oh, there you go.
Okay. Yes. Imbecile as he looks at Kalen, heavily armored with a shield and like mace strapped to his side, just like looking at him, just all right, and begins to flip the pages. Hood's back if you're wearing any. Neither one of you are. 1 second, please, while I go through the list. Flips for a couple of seconds. Looks at Kalen. Looks back. Nothing. Flips through a couple more pages. Stops on the page and looks at Morn. Flips the page again.
Fucking stop it, Shin. Shithead. Knock it off.
Stops at another page. Holds the page up towards Kalen. Or not Kalen, towards Morn. Looks it back and forth several times. Very, very confused. Looks a little harder. Kind of like turns to the side just a little bit and like asks the guard next to him. Kalen and Morn, roll a perception check if you want to try and like peek to see what he's looking at. Damn.
Yes.
Okay, Morn, you're too distracted with what he's doing and what Kalen's doing. You kind of are looking through the main gate and back and forth because you're like, okay, do we ride? Okay, I'm nervous. Do we ride? Do we go? Kalen, you're a little more calm and collected, and you manage to get that glimpse of the page that he's looking at. It's a page of Morn, it's a page that looks almost exactly like Morn, but with several large differences. But it is Morn. When you look close enough, especially with the 25, it's definitely Morn on that page. But when you look at it, the hair is short, a much thinner Morn, and there's no beard. And now Morn, you have a nice beard with very long hair and a little more, you look a little more like
Battle hardened.
traveled. Like, you know what I mean? Like you've been on the road. And he's having a hard time distinguishing it. After like 5 minutes, which just feels like a lifetime, you see him whispering back and forth. Just don't cause any trouble. Make your way into the city, please. The fishing docks are towards the back of the city. Please do your business and leave as quick as possible. And he waves you through.
Yeah, I'll ride through.
He wasn't that fucking kind to me, and I was an old lady. Talking to a potential criminal.
Couldn't quite tell. I rolled pretty low. You guys are inside of the city. All of you.
I'm just gonna let out a sigh of relief when I kind of glance through the corner of my eye and see them
You
come
see
in.
Morn and Kalen waltz through the front gate.
I think I'm on the list.
I'm gonna very, like, nonchalantly make it look like I'm gonna walk to another stand and kind of walk close by Morn and Kalen and be like, whisper, like, why were you guys held up so long?
I think I'm on the list.
Uh-oh.
I mean,
I most definitely saw him, but it was much. He looks much different now, hair grown out and everything. But they almost caught him for a second.
Well, probably don't want to draw attention to ourselves then. And I'm
Little
gonna kind
cleaner,
of veer.
little younger Morn on that piece of paper.
I'm gonna veer away so it doesn't look like I'm walking next to them, and kind of go to another stand.
Yeah. I'll also just kind of walk away. So I wouldn't avoid Kalen at this point. I think it makes sense if we were still together.
Mm-hmm.
As I'm veering away, I'm gonna say, meet us down on the, what is it? That's like the northern side of the dock area.
So like, here-ish?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would have whispered that as I was veering away. And then I'm gonna go back over to Henri and Kaz.
I think we'll make our way toward the docks. That makes sense. I'll keep my fishing pole out at this point.
So, what did they say? What was the hold up?
Sounds like Morn was on the list, but he must have looked just different enough that he got in. So we probably don't want to draw attention and want to probably do this as quick as possible. So I told them to meet us at the northern side of the docks.
Alright.
So let's let them make their way there a little bit before we head that way.
Right, I'm with you.
When I get to the am I able to find my way to the docks? I guess that's the first question.
I mean, you've never been here before. You have no idea where the docks are. So, make... I don't even know what to say. Make a... Well, you could... I mean, you're in a major town, so you could, in essence, just start asking. If you wanted to ask somebody where the docks were.
Maybe. I mean, we should have a sense of, like, based on what way the road came in, which
Like
way the
where
water
the-
would be. We had been following the coast pretty much the entire way down.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to walk towards... You would roughly know where the ocean is. You don't know exactly
Yeah,
where the north
I
side
think-
of the docks are.
I
but
think
you
I'll
have-
just kind of make my way that way, and then when I get to the water, start heading north.
Okay, so if you were to
Which
head...
should be left when we get to the water, based on what we think the city is oriented as.
Yeah.
Correct. So, make a perception check.
Yep.
Nice.
So, it takes you a little bit, but once you make your way to the coastline towards the shore, the first thing you see is the individual basically strung out over the ocean. And then you're able to basically go, okay, north from here. But you do see the person that's hanging over the ocean with the words traitor branded across the chest and the symbol basically seared into the top of the forehead.
Justice is boon.
Yeah, I'll act like I don't really notice it.
Okay.
And then I guess I'll just start wasting time until they arrive. I'll kind of be like looking through shops, maybe like asking what kind of bait they got.
Okay.
Maybe-
There's no shop like fishing shops here. It's
Okay.
more like hovels.
Okay.
Fisherman type houses. Yeah, where people sell their fish and whatnot is usually right around the main docks where the ships bank up for the evening.
Okay. Then I guess I'll just kind of wander around and act like I live there.
Okay. Are the rest of you guys making your way towards the north side of the...
Yeah, I mean, I would have waited maybe 5 minutes to give them a head start, and then I would head that way.
Okay. Sounds good, Mom.
With me in tow.
So it takes you guys...
And Kaz.
It takes you guys probably around like 5 minutes, because if you say you're only waiting like 5 or 10 minutes after them, it doesn't take you very long. As you guys follow, you guys are kind of following them from the distance, so you manage to keep an eye on where they're walking, so you never truly lose track of Morn and Kalen. I know, right? I'm like sitting there. I'm like, what's going on here? This is tracking music.
It's probably a little too intense for this, but
Just a
I
little
guess
bit. That's all right. It's all right.
I was gonna skip it unless you guys want me to leave it.
We're just kind of in a weird phase right now.
Yeah, I'm skipping it.
Okay.
It doesn't.
But you guys do manage to catch up to him, and you guys are like right about here. And if you notice, it's almost like a lake that flows down into the ocean, but you don't see anything flowing into this lake or this small pond.
All right, so from here, I would know how to get in because it was right around here, this same area that I snuck out.
Yep.
What time of day is it?
Around probably 11.
Shit.
11:30. Midday. So, what you would know, Freya. Actually, you know what? No. Make an intelligence check, because it's been a long time since you've been back.
Months.
It's been a while. Okay. You don't remember exact. You do remember there's some kind of entrance or drainage system that comes out below, and almost like a cove below where this pond or lake drains off into the ocean. So behind this waterfall, there's some kind of like drainage system, tunnel system of some sorts that leads back in.
Well, this is perfect music.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any guards lingering about?
Make a perception check. Okay.
Lovely.
You don't see anything.
I don't see anything.
Nobody around right now.
Are there a lot of people around?
There's a decent amount of people around. Mostly people fishing out of this like pond lake thing, and then there's some people that are fishing out like over this like drop off into the ocean below.
Is there anybody around where I know the little entrance would be?
Do you see anybody down there?
Yeah.
Make a perception check.
Fuck.
You don't see anybody.
Yeah, I don't see shit. Oh, look, a pretty bird in the sky.
All you're able to see down there is the waterfall. And you kind of just vaguely, you just vaguely know there's some kind of like walk down path, like goat trail cove type deal.
I'm going to whisper to Henri and Kaz and kind of motion in the direction without, obviously pointing. That waterfall over there is where the little hidden passage into the keep is. So if we could find a way to sneak down there without drawing too much attention, that would be our best bet to get back in, or to sneak in. Unless we want to wait until it's dark out or something. But it might be difficult given there's going to be patrols and things like that at night. want to try and sneak down there? I can make us more stealthy.
Well, ideally, we'd find it during the daylight, and maybe come back and actually go in it at night.
It might be hard trying to navigate back down here when it's nighttime, though. Because, if I recall, Ginger, isn't there a curfew? People aren't supposed to be out at night, yeah. So...
Yep. There's a weird, since you were little and lived here, there's a weird, curfew that's placed on the town that nobody is allowed to be out past, midnight.
Yeah, so... I know that there's extra guard patrolling at night, and then there's the curfew.
Correct, and it's a special guard unit that patrols at night.
Yeah, so...
And basically, if you get caught, it is a no questions asked. You are immediately jailed. Like, no questions asked, no nothing, no questioning, no nothing. If they see you out and about, you are immediately taken into custody and you are gone.
So,
so we
yikes. Don't get caught.
So as nice as it would be to have the cover of night, it's gonna put up a lot of cons into like trying to get back over here, just because we're gonna be dealing with guards. We'll be jailed if anybody catches us. Whereas right now we can kind of wander around freely, and it just might be a matter of just trying to be stealthy to get down there. Which, like I said, I can make us more stealthy, if that's the case.
As you guys are talking,
it's just the three of us. It's just the three of us.
As you guys are talking, a guard walks within 10 feet of you. Good day. And continues walking by you guys.
Good day, you super nice man. So kind.
Yes, good day, sir.
You said good day. I was being a nice old woman. Oh, you whippersnapper.
He turns and looks at you. And, like, takes a hard look at you. And continues walking.
Ginge, fuck you. I don't want that music to play right now, like it's a chase scene now.
And all of a sudden, 20 guards come. No, I'm just kidding.
Just saying, what a nice guard. He said good day. Why can't I just respond to him? Why does he gotta get suspicious?
Compliment guards. You're under arrest.
Hell? Like, why is also returning the good day gonna make him suspicious of me?
It wasn't the. Never mind. Just continue on.
Anywho, I would have knowledge of the guard patrol because I snuck out. So would I know about a guard rotation in this area?
Make a intelligence check. You would vaguely know how they rotate and usually what routes they take. Yes.
So would that guard have been part of that rotation, and would I know when maybe the next one might be coming around?
Correct. You have about 10 minutes.
Well, being that is one of the guards from the rotation, now would probably be a good time because we have a few minutes before the next one comes around.
Let's go.
I'm gonna shuffle over to Morn and Kaylin.
Okay.
We have about 10 minutes before another guard comes around. We're gonna sneak down to where that waterfall is. That's where this basically the secret way to get into the keep is. So, as long as everybody gets close to me, I can make us more stealthy and we can make our way over there.
Okay. I'm gonna like whisper, like cast it quick.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace.
And then I'll kind of act like I'm not really talking to her and slowly walk away from her.
So you're casting Cast of the Trace.
That trace.
Wait, where is it? Pass
Pass
Without.
without a trace.
Where the fuck did it go? Oh, I can't find it. Why is it not in my feed? What the hell?
Definitely. What is spell you have?
We know what it does.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my... D&D Beyond is being weird. Yeah, I think it was like anybody within 30 feet of me, right? Gets to add 10 to their stealth.
You can designate creatures, I think.
Yeah, so I can say anybody within 30 feet of me.
Okay. So as you cast the Cast Without a Trace, about 30 feet from you, a little boy goes, "Oh, look, mommy! She's casting something!"
Oh,
And his eyes
fucking
go
shit.
really, really
Are you
wide.
shitting me? Is it like a cast though?
Mm-hmm.
It's a cast.
Oh, fuck.
And he begins to run back towards his mommy, who's about 20 to 30 feet away. So you have about 10 seconds to do whatever the hell you want to do.
Well, I'm gonna roll stealth. Alright, guys, we gotta hurry.
GTFO.
Literally, it is basically a cliff. It's a cliff, and then to the, like, if you were to take like one step out, it's almost like a tiny little goat trail that goes down the side of this cliff.
I want to mage hand the little boy off the cliff.
Jesus.
Yes!
No,
What the
I'm
fuck?
joking. I don't want to.
Oh, baby. Dark turn.
I don't know. I mean, unless that little kid weighs 10 pounds, you'd be struggling to do it, though.
Fuck that kid.
Like, shut the fuck up.
So, everybody roll stealth if you're rolling stealth. Also, everybody...
Holy
Thank God.
fucking shit.
Cast Without a
Everybody-
Trace.
So, roll your stealths. Also, roll dexterity.
Oh,
Wait,
Wow,
wait,
we are
wait,
all
Or no.
fucking this
No,
up.
no. I roll with advantage.
I roll with advantage.
Yeah,
Actually,
Kaylin's a
Yeah,
5,
yeah.
then
The
we got a nat
barbarian
1.
is stealth and all y'all.
What is
Don't
this?
roll dexterity. Just roll your stealths.
Oh, fuck.
Jesus Christ, Mom, my screen is getting lit up. Stop it. Okay, stop. Jesus. What do you...
with advantage.
So then a dex saving throw, you said?
No, don't do that. Don't do that. I take that back. I resend that. Holy God, somebody is shuffling and doing stuff a million. I can't even like click on my screen. Stop it. Okay, so we got
Nobody's
have-
doing anything.
we have 19, 14, 15, 22,
33.
33. Okay, so it evens out. So you get lucky. So you guys take off down this little goat trail. And are you guys going to go stealthily the whole way down, or are you guys running, or are you
No,
guys
we're being stealthy the whole way down.
okay?
Yeah. My cloak has shifted to blend in with the rocks.
Okay, so as you guys get the majority of the way down, and it hugs pretty close to the cliff side, you guys see like about you see this little boy's face come up over the side of the cliffside with his mom in tow. They're right here, mommy. There was somebody, and she had like this flicker in her hand, and she was doing things. Just stop making up stories. Stop making up stories, and like starts pulling him away from the cliff edge, and you can hear him like screaming at this point, like arguing with his mommy that he did see something.
Yeah, shut up, kid.
Little narc.
Little lucky.
Grow up, kid. Magic isn't real.
Lucky. Low roll and a high roll, and then a low roll again. So,
Ooh.
you guys begin to make your way down this cliffside, hugging the wall, Takes you probably like 5 or 10 minutes.
Kaylin and I are following behind, but like probably give him like 2 minutes maybe.
Okay. Okay, so you were still up on the cliffside then, right?
No, everybody
Yes.
had to stay within. No, everybody had to stay
Okay.
within
Oh wait,
range
okay.
of me. We
I
all
thought
went
it was
together.
based on the. Oh, if it's not based on cast time, then yeah, we'd stay with her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, because I
You
said
have
that
to
before.
constantly stay within 30 feet.
I said that
Okay,
before
yeah,
we
then
went.
then we'd be about 30 feet back.
I said that before
Okay.
we went, so I would not have gone ahead because I did say I wanted to keep everybody in range of me.
Okay,
Yeah,
I just want to make
yeah.
sure. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, we're like 30 feet back, as far back as we can be, but still not risking going out of range.
Yeah, because that would mean Kalen has a 5, and he's just standing up at the cliff edge, just like, I'm sneaky. Like out in the open. So you guys make your way down the cliffside. You guys get to the bottom, and it's about like a 10 by 10 square almost, or like a horseshoe. This it almost opens up into a small little like beach. And then to the left, there's a tiny cave, almost looking deal that has crossbars on it now, like you would find in any major city going into any sewer system. That was not there before, Freya.
Wait, what is it?
Like crossbars, 2 bars down, 2 bars across.
Okay, so as we approach there, I'm just gonna kind of look at everybody and be like, these were not here before.
Not going to be here for long. I'm going to take out my great axe.
I don't want to
And
make too much noise though, Morn. They're gonna somebody's
no
gonna hear that.
one's going to hear us.
Yeah, but if they do though, isn't there a better way that we can get rid of these bars without making a bunch of noise?
Is the waterfall real loud?
Make a perception check.
Yeah, it's like how well can we hear each other talking down here?
You're standing pretty much like the waterfall is literally coming in behind you. It's pretty decently loud, or at least you think it's pretty decently loud. But you feel like it's drowning out quite a bit of noise.
Okay. As soon as she says, like, be quiet, I'll just go up and grab the bars and attempt to yank on it.
Straight check. Okay. Nothing.
Let me swing at it.
Okay.
They're not going to hear us over this waterfall.
Okay, make an attack roll.
I don't know what happened to my berry great axe, but
Okay, yeah, that definitely hits. Stationary object.
just roll for damage, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It puts a little dent in it.
Maybe now you've loosened it a bit, and maybe I can try it. You know, because like I said, owl bear.
Yes.
Roll.
I'm gonna
Roll
give it. I'm gonna give it a shot.
Roll a strength check. The laugh she nat 20s is. Okay.
Nah.
You grab hold and you, like an owlbear. Yeah, not today. And you kind of like walk away and like into the corner. You're like, oh, that got hurt.
I'm a little too hard on that one.
I'll take one more swing at it.
Okay, one more swing. Yeah, hits. Okay. As you come down on one of the crossbars, it bends slightly.
This is not working.
Or not.
And it bends slightly and the bar moves just a little bit.
How
gonna-
how wide are the bars? Like, I mean the gaps between them.
A small child might be able to fit through, maybe.
I'll kick it right where it bent.
Okay, make a strength check. Yeah.
Holy shit.
The top bar bends in half, and you're able to basically, like, as you kick it, it gives way, and you kind of grab with one arm and pull it out of where it was stationary within the rock. And now you have 2 bars that go down and 1 across.
So,
Nice.
is there enough space now then, with that bar out of the way, that one of us can squeeze through, or any of us can squeeze
I
through?
would say 2 elves and Kaz could fit through.
I immediately just thought once someone sneaks through and then we all pyramid in. But
Oh shit! I literally just was like, yes! And I was like, wait, no, that's not this game.
Yeah, not Divinity.
Pyramid!
Dude, just
Fuck.
use the pyramid, bro. You guys remind me of that mechanic all the time, and every single time we play again, I forget that it's there.
But I would say the 3 smaller characters of your group
I'm like, where are
Just
you guys?
barely
Just the pyramid.
wriggle
Oh, shit.
through.
Well, we still gotta get the others through, so... And we don't have a pyramid, so yeah. Well, Morn, you wanna try take a crack at it one more time so you guys can squeeze in?
yeah, I got you.
It's
Dang.
you hit it again, and it just leaves like a dent. Doesn't do much.
I'll swing at it one more time.
Okay.
Crit.
Oh,
Yeah. This time, you kind of like grip the axe, and you flex a little bit, and you take a step back, and you get almost like a movement with it. And as you do it, you take sort of like that step forward and throw your hip and come down. And as you do, the whole bar bends in half and snaps out of the rock next to it.
Okay, now is there room to sneak through?
I would say,
Do I still need to get rid of one of the vertical bars?
yeah, you could get like your head in and like a part of a shoulder.
Okay, one more swing, boys.
Okay,
we can
that
pull you
one
guys
hit.
through.
Okay, this time you come horizontal and you hit it, and it bends just slightly, but barely.
One more swing.
Dang, you're hitting them.
Okay, yeah. This time the bar bends, like just a little bit, just not like a full horseshoe, but it gives way slightly.
Okay, I'll kick that spot.
Okay. Strength check. Okay. So you take a step back
Jeez.
and you Sparta kick the bar, and it gives way. It's still in the rock, but it's bent, almost horseshoe.
Damn.
Okay, one more kick. I'll just kind of push on it lightly. Yeah, I'll actually just push on it this time.
Okay.
I won't even kick it. I'm just gonna push on the weak spot.
It takes you a second. This one, it seems like it's in the stone, a lot deeper than the other ones. And as you're pushing the bar through and you're like wiggling it back and forth within the rock, and you're just having a really, really, really tough time, you hear, "Hello? Is there somebody down there?" Up above, on the cliff above you guys.
I'm gonna not say anything.
I'm just gonna...
Be very quiet.
The bar does give way, and you're not able to get it out of the stone all the way, but you're able to push it closer to the other bar. Kaylin could probably fit barely. You're gonna have a tough time because you're not wearing armor, but your shoulders and everything about you is a lot.
Very. Yeah. Okay. I'll kind of like wave Kaylin through.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna, as quietly as possible, just kind of sit down next to the wall.
You don't hear anybody coming down, but you just hear, "Hello? Hello?" And you can hear like he's throwing something down, like rocks or something, and you can hear him like hitting the water. Like he's just looking to see if anybody's answering.
Yeah, I'm not gonna respond.
throws another couple rocks. A couple minutes goes by. You don't hear anything after that. You don't hear any footsteps. You don't hear anything. You just
Okay, at this, I'm gonna give it like 2 minutes of not hearing anything, and then I'm gonna attempt to force myself through this opening.
Okay.
I'm gonna whisper to him. He's coming through. Try not to move the bar. They might just be up there being very quiet. Just try to squeeze through the best you can.
Pull me. I'm gonna whisper like, pull me.
Okay. I'm gonna grab and try to pull.
Okay.
I'll do it
So-
and I'll help her.
Okay, so you guys, or one of you guys, you can either get both make strength checks, or one of you with advantage.
What's your strength
I-
modifier?
What's my strength modifier? Is a +3.
Yeah, mine's -1, so you roll twice.
I
I don't know. I kind of mastered the strength rolls too. though.
Can I add to the roll too? Because I'm attempting to push myself.
Well, you're just shoving yourself through. This is like
Okay.
that little extra help.
Yeah.
So that's enough.
That's alright.
That's
okay.
enough. So you sit there. 30 seconds. A minute. You hear some footsteps.
Shit.
Minute and 15 seconds. Minute 30. You hear more footsteps. They go away. You sit there for another 10 seconds. You don't hear anything. Another 10 seconds. You kind of like inch your way through the bars, and you hear like a couple more rocks hit the water. You hear hello, hello, and you just start pushing yourself through the gap in the wall, as you just slowly and kind of stealthily, like just like put your arms up, and you're basically like trying to create this like stick figure of yourself and shove yourself through, as Andre basically grabs your two meaty wrists and is like, grab onto me, and like sits down, and like everybody just starts like row style pulling you through the grate.
Using the full body weight to try to pull.
Like 10
Oh,
seconds later, you feel like your hips are gonna pop off as you just slide through. All of a sudden, and you're sitting on the other sides of the bar now.
Damn, boy,
Oh.
he's thick.
We're in.
I hate that phrase. Hate it.
We might need to find a different way out.
You guys are
But
now with.
we're in.
some
Let's
kind
do
of
this.
sewer system. Yeah.
What? What'd you say, Ginger?
As I said, you guys are you're within some kind of like tunnel system or sewer system. You're not really sure.
Hmm.
Freya, where's this gonna lead us to?
Well, this is gonna lead us to what would be kind of the like prison area.
Oh, good. So if we get captured, they know right where to put us.
Yeah. But it's the only way I could find to get in or to get out of there from inside without walking out the gate. So, I mean, it was this or going through the front, which we were never going to be able to do. So, yeah, if we take this, it'll get us back inside. But I don't know. From there, we're going to be inside. I don't know from there how we're going to get to him or whatever we need to find. It's going to be difficult, but at least we'll be in.
Freya, roll an intelligence saving throw. As you begin to talk and describe kind of what you vaguely remember leaving the keep, the memories return to you slowly, but you remember You don't remember exactly how you made it to where this point is. You just remember for what you felt like was days crawling through the darkness.
But that was under different circumstances because I was like
Yep.
half dead, so
Correct. But you don't remember much. So hold on. You remember how beaten and bruised you were. You remember the last faces that Lucian gave you, the smile, the grimace, the enjoyment that he got from whipping you. And not just whipping you, but the whips that he used was made of small pieces of bones tied to the end of his whips. It leaves more of a mark that way. You remember Maribel and how she would demean you as he tortured, raped, assaulted you, and how she told you deserved it. That's what your race had coming. People of your kind are disgusting. And your body just, it locks up. You have a hard time talking anymore. You get cotton mouth. Your throat goes dry. You have a hard time speaking because you can't get spit to your mouth. You can't swallow, and every time you swallow, it feels like somebody's shoving a giant spike ball down your throat. Your stomach lurches. You feel like you want to throw up, but you have nothing to throw up. And you go from being warm and humid off of the sea like this to cold, clammy, feverish almost. And you kind of just forget where you are as you begin to kind of zone. You're talking, but you know when you like you're on that verge of falling asleep and you're trying to have a conversation with somebody and you talk to him, but you're not really talking to him. It's kind of what you're doing right now. You start making sense for the first
talking, but
minute
your
or two.
mind is elsewhere, kind of thing.
Yeah, like you make sense for about the first minute or two, but the rest of you guys notice it kind of trails off, and she begins to talk of traveling in a caravan, being on a cart, and then like a food that she likes, and you know, yes, no, I did not mean to eat the cake. I thought it was given to me. Please don't hit me. And she just jumps all over the place, and her eyes are just blank. Like she's not looking at any single one of you. She's just kind of looking through you.
I'm going to just like try and think of like as many things as possible through my head to see if like I'm still focused on being normal and seeing if I'm affected by this too.
You're just fine.
Okay. I'll go up to her and tap her on the shoulder like, hey, you okay?
Somebody taps you on the shoulder, Freya.
Huh? What?
You okay, Freya?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. There's only one way, so I guess we head that way.
I'm gonna like stay right beside her.
Okay. It is pitch black, straight ahead of you.
Probably don't want to light torches, just because light might draw attention. So I'll be leading the way anyway, and I can kind of see at least a little bit.
Okay.
So at this point, since I might not have like fully remembered leaving, I'll just kind of be walking and hoping that as I'm going through it, I know where I'm going.
I can't see anything. And I'm gonna attempt to reach my arm out and like find Freya's shoulder or something.
Okay. I don't even know what I would have. Kaz, help me out on this one. What would you even roll for if you're trying to find somebody in the dark like that? It would be perception. Trying to
Could
think.
Or
it could just be as simple as you roll a d20 and make a check for it.
Okay. Roll a d20. Roll a d20 more, and yeah, okay. So with that roll, you kind of do like one big sweep, and you just manage to catch just like the corner, and you're like, yeah, it's definitely Freya. And you kind of like clasp the shoulder a little bit.
I can't see. Sorry. But I'll keep my arm on her.
It's okay, I can see a little bit. There's not much to see, it's just this little tunnel, so.
When I look around, all my elf eyes see is a bunch of shit.
Yeah, it's basically like walking in like the New York like sewer system. Like there's like two concrete walk paths on each side, and then there's almost like a stream that runs right down the middle. And it's not like full on sewer system bowel movements, but you take it, this one probably runs to either just the keep, and there's a different sewer system for the city, but this one is exclusive to just the keep. So it's a little cleaner. Still kind of nasty. Still smells.
Yes, their shit doesn't stink because they're rich.
If only that logic were true.
Correct.
Alright, yeah, so I'm just gonna very kind of cautiously just continue walking forward.
Smells like new money.
It's like new money.
So
Smells like the nouveau riche.
as you guys begin to make your way into whatever this darkness is, you you hunker down and you stare ahead, and that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Dun dun dun.